अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्रिजे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालयै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो यं प्राव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातरया जुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तर्वोऽभिनेदु तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे तं मां चरणं Oh, my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of my transcendental Guru, Om Vishnu Pasis Madhbhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and also thousands and thousands of my Dandat Pranam, humble obeisances in the lotus feet of my Siksha Guru, Om Vishnu Pasis Madhbhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. I explained some teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Bhava Maha Davagni Nirvapanam, Sreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, Vidya Vadhujivanam, Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam, Sarvatma Sampnam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna. And I gave so much good explanation in San Francisco, yes, last day there. And all were so much impressed. One cassette has been taken from that, and it is with whom? Isha Prabhu, he is there. You can stand up, and so if you want to hear it, you can take from him. Very inspiring. From the explanation of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, I explained everything. Oh, Krishna's name is transcendental. His all pastimes are transcendental. His Nam, Roop, Gun, Lila, everything, especially name, transcendental. We cannot chant, we cannot hear, we cannot imagine, we cannot think even transcendental name by these mortal senses. So, if you have given up your home, your relatives, everything, but even you have no taste in these names, hearing Hari Katha, this stage is very critical, I told in that class. Very, very critical. And from there, so many new fired devotees, oh, they come down. It is not strange. Because they had no taste. And they again come down. So, we should always be in high class of associations, devotees who can save you. Always hear. Better to hear than you are chanting. First, hear. Stop your chanting. It will not help you. Because you have so many desires here, so many problems here. Also, you are not strong even. So at that time, it will be very good that you should hear from her. Parikshit Maharaj heard all these things, and even in 7 days he had no time to practice it. And what became? Everything. So you should have a strong faith in this. And I explained all this, or you can hear by that. I'm going next slok after that. But you should try to chant from beginning today, as much as you can do. Have full faith in this. And if you are in high class of Vaishnavas, like Haridas Thakur, even he was beaten in 24 markets. Oh, he was okay. Oh, there was no blood, no, only a skeletal was there. But even he was chanting Krishna. And when he was thrown down in Ganges, and he began, oh, all right, Hare Krishna, he came. You know Prahlad Maharaj. You know all Ajami land, so I will give examples of all these things. So, you should have. But even if you have no so much taste, a person who has so much gratifications, so many worldly desires, or taste will not come. But there is a process. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, if you have no taste in these names, for them, his second slok. What? Nam akari bahudha nija sarva shakti satrarpitani matasmarani nakala etadrishi tau kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam idrisham iha januna. What is the meaning? You should. Microphone, please.
In this verse, the second verse of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Siksastakam, he is saying, Nam akari bahuda nija sarva shaktish. Oh Bhagavan, you have so many names, thousands and millions of names. And in these names, you have invested sarva shakti, all your potency. That means all your strength, all your knowledge, all of your beauty, all of your sweetness, all of your compassion. Everything is in your names. There are so many different names. Some names, they are gona, secondary names, like Brahma, Paramatma, Jagannath, control of the universe. All of these names, they refer to the role of God in this cosmic manifestation. But then there are primary names, Mukyanam. These names directly refer to the pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And among those Mukyanams, there are two types, Aishvarya and Madhurya. Those names which are related to the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, which are full of superhuman opulences. And those names which are related to Krishna's pastimes, which are Naravat Lila, like an ordinary human child. Yet all Aishvarya is there, but his moods with his devotees never surpass the natural relationships. So in Aishvarya names, there is Narayan, Vaikuntanath, Lakshmipati, and among the Madhurya names, Subal Saka,
Mukunda, Madhav, Govinda, Damodar.
Damodar. More than this, the names Yashodanandan, Nandanandan, and more than this, Radha Kanta, Gopijana Vallabha, Radha Vinod Bihari. So here Mahaprabhu is saying, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Shava Shaktish. You've put all your power and potency in your names. But different names, they have different types of potency. The names which are related to the Aishvarya Gata, related to the Aishvarya Lila, they can reveal in the heart of the sadhak the pastimes related to those forms of Narayan. And those names which are related to Krishna in Vrindavan, they will reveal those. The pastimes of Damodar, they are in the name Damodar. The pastimes of Krishna with his sakhas, in the name Subala Sakha. The pastimes of Krishna with Radharani, in the names Radharaman, etc. So this is Mahaprabhu's first suggestion. Nam namakai bahudani jasava shaktis. Tatrapita niyamata smarnena kala. Now he's saying, there are no fixed rules and regulations in the chanting of this name in regard to time. Generally, when we chant mantra, our Diksha mantra, it should be performed when? In Brahma Muhurta, or in noon, or at Sandhya in the evening, between the setting of the sun and the appearance of the stars. So there are very fixed times in regard to chanting Gayatri mantra, Diksha mantras. And also, one should be clean. He should have taken bath. He should be wearing tilak. He should do achaman. Should be facing east. There are so many regulations. But in regard to Nam, Harinam, Mahamantra, Mahaprabhu is saying, Tatrapita niyamata smaranena kalaha. No rules and regulations in regard to time. Any time, when you're sitting, walking, when you're eating, sleeping, passing stool, anything you're doing, you can go on chanting this name. There are no fixed rules in this regard. Etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi. Oh, Bhagavan, you are so kind that you allow us to very easily approach you through the chanting of your names. But, Duradaivam idvishamiha janina anuragaha. I am so unlucky, unfortunate, Duradaiva, that I have no anurag. Here, anurag means, it cannot mean anurag like Snehaman Pranay Rag anurag like this. This is ragatmik mood. So here, Acharya's comments. The word anurag means utkanta. I have no eagerness in this chanting. Why? Durdaiva. I am very, very unfortunate. What is that misfortune? Aparad. I have committed so many offenses. Namaparad, Seva aparad, Vaishnava aparad, Dhamma aparad. Aparad to all living, ordinary living entities even. These are all types of aparad. So in this verse, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us how if we want to have taste in Nam, first we should understand how powerful is this Nam, and secondly, we should lament for our fallen condition of being such a terrible, being in the condition of making so many offenses continuously. So here in the second verse of Siksastakam, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he said, a secret has been hidden here. This verse, the secret hidden within the jewelry case of this verse is sadhu sangha. If one has sadhu sangha, then by that association, he can hear about the glories of the name. And only by hearing from Sri Guru and pure Vaishnavas does the jiva come to realize of his fallen and abominable condition and his offenses. And then he will come to the next stage, to Narati Sunitaya.
Thank you. In Vedas, in all Upanishads, in all Purans, Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana, and especially in Srimad Bhagavatam, everywhere name is glorified. All these are the Vani of Krishna himself. All are words of Krishna. So Vedas are the words of Krishna himself. If anyone is reading Gita or he is singing Vedas, this is also a good thing. But essence of all the Vedas are what? This Govinda name, Krishna name. This is the essence of all Veda. So it has been told, Vedakshirani javat patitani dijativi. If any one high class of Brahmin is reading Vedas, it is Harinam also, like, because it has been told by Krishna himself. But retelling Rigvaved, Yajurved, Samved, Atharvana, Adhistastena Jeno Ukta Hari Riti Aksharata. Those who are chanting Hari, Hare Krishna, no? They have studied all Vedas for thousand and thousand of life before they have passed all these things. No need now to read Vedas. No need at all. Give up all this. You should chant only the essence of Vedas, Upanishad and all. In Srimad Bhagavata also it has been told. What has been told? Nam Sankirtanam Jasya Sarva Pap Pranashanam Pranamo Dukshamanastam Namami Hari. O Hari Nam. Hari Nam, Hari Nam, Hari Nam Kevalam. Nasteva Gatir Anyatha. Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva. So everywhere it has been told. In Vedas, everywhere. Etat nirvidyamananang, I have explained. Sakritam, Sakrit Ucharitam Jena Hari iti aksharadvayam. Those who have chanted, Hari, it is two words, what there? That they are ready to jump the ocean of salvation and birth and death, and they are ready to go to where? Narayan Lok, Vaikuntha Lok. So everywhere name is glorified. You know that once Hanuman, he had a boon from Ramchandra. What name? What boon? That you can have lakhs and lakhs years to hear name of Ram. Lakhs and lakhs turn to chant Ram name. And so much mind to remember the sweet pastimes of Ram. Thus he was a very high class of devotee, always chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. Once there was a very poor oil maker, that is called in India Teli, oil maker. No, at that time there was no machine, nothing. So always with a bowl covering his eyes and heart doing, go on. And he was moving around that machine, not machine, but and drop, oil was coming. So whole day and night he used to do. He had no time at all. Narad Rishi one day came and told that, foolish person, why you don't chant Ram Ram? He told, I have no time. You have no time? I will make a time. When you go to pass stool, what you do? That time I am free. Then at that time, very time you should do chant. No harm, no harm. Then we went to pass stool in Indian international bathroom, in a jungle with a water, one lota water. And at that time he has nothing to do, so he was chanting Ram, 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 Ram. And he was passing stool. In the same moment, Hanuman at once came, where anyone chants name. So he at once came. And he saw that this bad person, fellow, is chanting name of Ram or in this stool passing. He became very angry. And he became so angry that he, अपने पैर से मारा, kicked him very strongly on his back. You know that once he did so for Raman and he was fall down. Meghnad, Kumbhakaran, all. So her Brajrangaji, Hanumanji is so powerful. But this wall wall maker, this fellow, who was chanting name and easily, nothing to do, nothing to do. And he went on chanting Ram Ram, as if nothing has been done. Then Hanuman was worried. How it became possible that he is alive, that fellow? I kicked him so much strongly, but he is alive still, and as if anything has not been done. But he went thinking this to palace of Ram, and he heard a voice from out of room inside. Ram was crossing. Huh? Oh, morning. At once he went inside, and he asked Ram, Prabhu, why you are mourning? Why you are mourning? Oh, you have done all these problems, and you are now coming to ask me that how it became. You kicked me on my back. You don't? Oh, I never had done so. No, you did. You kicked that fellow who was in Oilwala when he was passing toll, and you kicked him so strongly. So I took on my back. So my bones are all gone, broken. And you are telling that I have not done. You know that Nam and Nami is same thing. So why you did so? So we must know that Nam and Nami abhinna. Krishna has invested his whole power, everything in name. Don't doubt. Never you should doubt.